let me be honest with you. Doing a car project is extremely hard, extremely fun, extremely satisfying, but yet again, so difficult and so frustrating. All these emotions going on, just a roller coaster of emotions. And today I want to go through my emotions and how I feel about doing a project car. Um, to be honest, I've been working on a '67 Pontiac Firebird. Rust, I would like to call it the Rust Bird because it was so rusty. I've been working on it for about a year and a half now, and I still haven't got to the point where I'm like, wow, I have done so much work on this car, right? So when you're doing a car project, you really have to just have that mentality that the meticulous, the slow and steady, pay attention to details. That's gonna end up giving you the best outcome, right? The longevity of the car, how fun the car is, how comfortable the ride is, right? All these things come together to make a fun car, but you have to be meticulous at it to even get to that point, right? And that's the hardest thing for me anyway, is just trying to figure out how to do that, right? And this whole video is just me being honest with you guys, the tips and tricks I found along the way to help get me to the next step in my car project. And mine's been going on, like I said, for a year and a half to a year and a quarter. And some people might be even longer. Some people might be shorter. Some people might have, tens of thousands of dollars into it, and some people might only have a few $100s into their car project. But we're all at the same. We all go to the same spot eventually, where it's, why isn't my car project getting done, right? Why is my buddy's car getting done faster? You gotta stick to it. You gotta stick with it. Have fun while you're doing it, and just continue the grind. Right? It's a grind, literally. Like right now, I'm doing a lot of welding and fabrication in my car, and it's really tough. I have no welding experience, and this car asks for a lot of fabrication and sheet metal work. So I've been learning a lot. And that's a barrier too that I'm really happy for, and I'm really fortunate to have. But for some people, it's really frustrating, and that is, you have to learn a lot. Like if you don't have skills when it comes to engines, fabrication work, electrical work, all this other work, and it's like you have to learn all of this, all of it. You have to learn all of it, and some people will get it right off the bat, and some people won't. One thing I really, really am struggling with is, why isn't my car getting done as fast as others? And for me, it's, some people do a really crappy job and then don't focus on the details of a car build, and other people are very meticulous about what they do. And I think the meticulous route is the best route, because you can find things or fine tune things or better things on your car that will make it last longer in the long run. That's what matters, right? The longer it lasts, the more fun it is, right? So those things are really important. But for me, like I said, I've took so many hurdles and so many steps to get better at this car project building thing, and yet I'm still in the incipient stage, or the baby phase, of getting all this all done. So for you guys out there who are really struggling with trying to get a car project done, or being very impacted by seeing big YouTubers or people in your life that are getting project cars done faster than yours, just remember that sometimes, a lot of times on YouTube, they're getting sponsored by eBay Motors or whoever it is to get a car project done, and they have all the equipment in front of them, and if they run into a snafu, they can just call up the company and they give another one, right? And they're full-time YouTubers. A lot of us have jobs. I have a full-time job, and a lot of people, you guys out there that are watching this video, probably have full-time jobs too, right? And it's super difficult to continue to work on a car consistently, especially like for me. It's February now, but pretty much from November all the way up to now, I have been so busy with family, traveling, work, holidays, and it's just like, oh, I have to get back into it. And for me, it's like this YouTube channel, for example. Like, I slacked a little bit in January and February. I won't even lie about that. But to get back on your feet and to continue to go and push yourself to make that next video, or put that next part on the car, or order that next part of the car, is really, really important. Um, yeah, so that's really important, and I really want to give you guys an encouragement out there that are dealing the same thing I'm doing, where it's just you see all these successful people getting things done, and you're like, oh, why am I not getting that done, right? Second thing I really want to talk about and get off my chest is organization. Organizing and being organized when you're building a project car is extremely important. Getting all the nuts and bolts in the right bag for the right part, ordering the right parts, going down the series so when you get back to it, it's just as easy. Taking pictures, taking videos. Likely for me, I'm doing a YouTube channel about this car build, so for me, it's a lot easier to just go back on YouTube videos and see what I did. But some people forget to even take pictures, and pictures can tell you a lot when it comes to, oh, where did this go? Or taping different hoses or different wires so that you know where those go at when you're done. Organization is a huge proponent to building any car project. Mine is very intensive. It's a full-on restoration, so there's a lot more moving parts compared to someone who's just putting side skirts or a hood on their car, or putting new wheels on their car, or it can be as intensive as fiberglass work, wide body kits, or whatever it is. So all car projects are different in their own ways because everyone has their own different style that they want to see, different resources they have. But for me, it's just about getting the car project done and getting it done right. And organization is a huge proponent. So if you're not doing that, you need to start doing that, because that's really important. And I'm not saying that I'm a pro at it, because I'm not. But it has helped me quite a bit in this car project journey. Third thing I want to talk about is by far the most important, in my opinion, is money. Money is a huge proponent to any car project, and to be honest, it's super, super difficult to even say to one person, "Oh, how's your car project doing?" "Oh, I work a midnight shift at whatever, so I'm sleeping during the day and I'm working during the night, and all the money that I'm making, I'm spending on the parts, but then I have no time to put the parts in the car." Or someone who's saying, "Oh, I work so hard, and the tens of cents that I can put towards the car, I'm putting towards the car, but the build's not getting done fast." I have a lot of train tracks in my town, so just bear with me when I'm running over these things. All right, for a while, that's the last train track. Anyways, so don't be discouraged when you run into a financial problem. That's by far the longest part of building a car, is finding parts, ordering them, and waiting for them to get there. Or you're building something, you're like, "Oh yeah, I budgeted for the floor pan." Okay, and then you take the floor pan out, and then boom, the rocker panels are gone. Then you have to buy that, and then, oh man, now I'm $500 to $1,000 behind or over budget. Now what I'm going to do? It's going to take me another 2 months to even get to the part where I was before. So don't be discouraged when you're doing a car project and you run into the nitty and gritty of finances. It's okay to not have all the finances right away. And nor, I'm going to say, some people on YouTube give this advice that don't even start a project car until you get the money. And I just strongly disagree with that. Save up for the car that you want, get that car, and over time you'll get the money and the time to actually put into the car. Fourth thing and final thing that a lot of people I've talked to or I've experienced myself about a car project, and that would be, what was that? Big bump. And that would be the enjoyment and the satisfaction of the car. A lot of people start a car project and then they just lose heart, and they lose the passion, and they end up selling their car, or they run into a life situation where their life demands them to sell the car. I said life, not wife. Yeah, so don't even get that mixed up. Don't get in trouble that way. But life gets in the way, and you might have to sell your car, or you lose heart in it. And for me, my suggestion is, if you get tired of building the car, just take a break. Take a month off. For me, I was getting a little burnt out, and we went down to Kissimmee, Florida, to the Mecum auction, which is I have a video about that. I'll put it up here where I found my dream car, and it's amazing. But we went down to Mecum Auction, and that just revamped my passion of building cars. So take that month off, take those couple weeks off, take a breather, go on vacation, go hunting, or whatever your other hobbies are. Take a breather from the project car, because the worst thing is you get tens of thousands of dollars into it and then you're burnt out from it, and then you never get to enjoy the car that you always dreamed of. That's always the worst, and I never like to see that happen. And I see it all the time on Facebook Marketplace when people get halfway down with their car and then they're selling it. So if it's not a huge life situation where it's a death of a family member, you're moving, you're having a kid, you're getting married, or whatever, those things that sometimes you can't control. If it's just, I'm getting burnt out, take a break. Excuse me. Take a break. And just enjoy the process, enjoy the time off, and then get back to it and hit it hard. If you have any more questions or have any other comments or concerns or issues that you run into it and you want me to make a video on it, put it down in the comments below. And again, take inspiration. No, we're going to do something different. When it comes to figuring out if you like something or you don't like something and you get burnt out, try to find that inspiration in life. Like, for example, this next upcoming video. When you get burnt out, and some people do, take a break and go get inspiration. And that's what I did in this next previous video that you can click. I went to Kissimmee, Florida to find my dream car, and it re-energized me to continue this build. Thank you. Have a great day.